Welcome to Understanding Mental Health Forensics. This is Module 4, the role of the carer. The learning aims of Module 4 are to examine personal and professional attitudes, to discuss the relationship between service users, carers and the forensic teams, and understand sources of support. As far as personal and professional attitudes go, the views and attitudes of the wider society are sometimes reflected in the behaviour of professionals. Carers can remind professionals of the person-centred approach and the positive interests and characteristics of their loved one. Practitioners working in forensic healthcare recognise they behave in particular ways towards service users as a consequence of their feelings and attitudes about them. Research indicates that nurses and other healthcare professionals' attitudes are influenced to some extent by those in wider society. Professionals are encouraged and trained to develop positive attitudes and maintain professional boundaries. There are some difficulties or barriers in service user and care involvement. Understanding, comparison, legislation, explanation, education, and selective information. Service users' mental illness can impact on their understanding of their illness, risk, care, and treatment. Carers may not understand the service user's illness, risk, care, and treatment. Sometimes service users compare their care and treatment to that of others, whereas the clinical team identifies the individual needs. Service users and carers can have a lack of understanding of the legislation affecting the service user's care and treatment. Service users and carers generally focus on the service user's needs and wishes, whereas the clinical team consider all staff in the hospital. It may be significantly difficult for carers to see the risks that their loved one may be associated with. Staff may find it difficult to explain processes or decisions made to service users or carers. An education of service users and carers takes time, and this can prolong meetings, which professionals don't always account for. And service users may be selective in what information they wish carers to have. It's important to think about the relationship between carers, users and the forensic teams in terms of communication between the staff awareness of the user's needs, the recognition and role of carers, the staff who are working closely with carers, the willingness to learn from situations and each other and develop mutual respect. There is other support. NIACRO provides services for prisoners and their families, including Family Links program. There's Family Support Office in prisons. The Start 360 for those aged to 21, Extern, Simon Community, and the Prisoner's Ombudsman regarding complaints from prison. Returning to the community, you need to think about expectations of support and what is available, housing options, engagement with professionals, and preparing family and friends. Cause, of course, also has a role in this through advocacy, helpline, one-to-one support, and training. So let's review the learning aims of Module 4. To examine the personal and professional attitudes, to discuss the relationship between service users, carers and the forensic teams, and to understand what sources of support are available. Module 1 was about forensic mental health, Module 2 the police and courts, Module 3 the hospitals, and this module covered the carers' role.